everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Jaguars going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throw left side complete. It's Warner. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 12-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st down and goal to go from the 7. They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
No, check, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. It took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. They'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's got the hook up to Lee. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. Where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing deep here for Coleman. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll toss it to Fournette, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. That throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun. Watch it. Gun. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Rush it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. It's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set. Boom, landed. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik McDowell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. Buying time, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. It's Hernandez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down carry, down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Timmy Jernigan able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Running left, it's Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Fitzpatrick now. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
Fitzpatrick on first down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick staying on his feet. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And tough starting field position here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warner. 15 yards through the air and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Green 39. Green 39. No, check. Patriot. No, check. Patriot. 319.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cardinals on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 319. 399 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Drew Kaiser now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. Escapes the defender and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Throwing on first down. Fitzpatrick. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With